Hey y'all, it's Gigi from Gigi's Wig Wall. Welcome back, or I should say welcome back to me. It's good to be back with y'all. Roy and I've just been living life. Done a little traveling. Roy shut the Proud Gator down. That was kind of an end of an era. 27 years he's been involved in that. Having the grandchildren over, because you know summer, you got to help, because everybody's trapped up in the house together. Oh, why do I get such joy from that? That's so wrong. But anyway, I always enjoyed summer. We didn't have to, your schedule was so much easier. So, Roy's got his band playing gigs. I got me a rock star here at the house. What can I say? All right, before we get started, got a wig to show y'all, and I'll show you some things I've done with her. You know what I'm wearing, but I'll get to her. Before we get started, please, 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 if you watch my videos, like them. That gets the algorithm chugging. And I have to admit, I watch videos all the time, and I'm very bad about liking them. But I keep going back to the same people. And it's just a discipline that I know I have to do to help these people with their algorithm, because I want them to keep producing. So please like. I still want to be a paid partner with YouTube, and so I need all my friends out here to help me. So help a girl out, would you? Also, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and like, and then turn on all the notifications so anytime I drop a video, it'll let you know, okay? And I'm going to try to be better doing more videos, because I get to missing y'all, and I hope y'all get to missing me. So, I've got me a whole agenda of things to make sure I address. Sometimes I just talk and don't get everything covered. So, also another thing about YouTube videos. It's important for me and my how I rate, for you to watch to the end of the video. Now, I don't know if that means you can scoot on through and get to the end and watch it. I'm not giving you any tricks, but I know I'd be trying tricks. You may not want to see everything I'm showing. But I'm trying to keep it shorter so it's easier to do. So anyway, moving right along. As you can see, I've removed the wig wall. It's just like too big in my office. But let me tell you, it's still here. It's right around out the door. It's huge, lots of wigs. So, I'm wearing Amara from Renee of Paris. She is my go-to. I wear her pretty much every day in the summer. It is pixie season. So probably pretty much anytime you're going to see me right now here in these summer months, I will have a pixie on. Today I was getting ready for this video shot, and I had one of the wigs on, and I was like, oh, it does get warm under here in the heat of the summer. So anyway, she's in Bubblegum Rooted, Bubblegum R. That is a soft pastel pink base, which, I mean, you see the pink, but then sometimes you don't. You'll see it really around here, which it's not actually pink. It's a little faded. But then it has the platinum, and it's all on a warm brown root. I would say that's a pretty dark brown root. But I like it. I kind of wear fashion forward. Not everybody will do this or will want this, but I mean, I think it goes well with really who I am. So, but what I'm going to show to y'all today is Naomi. Now, Naomi, she's a Henry Margu. This is my first time buying a Henry Margu, and I'm pretty impressed with them. I've heard by watching the other experts out there on YouTube that they have a great cap. and I think they're totally right. So here she is, kind of shaken out. I don't know if y'all can see her. She's got a left monofilament top. She's got a lace front, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've pinked mine. I have those John Renault pinking shears, and I pink mine always. This one really doesn't lift off the lace front, at least the way I do it, it doesn't. But if it did, this would make it be broken up and be on your head and not be as noticeable up here. So, yeah. Yeah, monofilament, left part, lace front, nice cap, pretty good cap. And she's got an extended nape, which I like an extended nape. I mean, I almost feel a little naked without the extended nape. But you know what? This one doesn't have it, and I wear her all the time. You see her velvet ear tabs. If you see little hairs coming through on your caps, don't worry about it. That's just the nature of the business. Just run them back through and then grab them on the other side. As you wear them, little hairs are going to come through. So she's a nice cap. And I'm going to tell you, I have come to realize you got to have a good cap. If you don't have a good cap, and I'm not going to name the ones that I am like not buying right now because their caps are not as good as they should be. I'm hoping they improve themselves. If you don't have a good cap, you don't have good foundation. So there she is. And here she is. Now, let me tell you, her color is a new color that's come out for Henry Margu. And it is 10613R. That's a light ash blonde with platinum blonde highlights. You see all that platinum, and you see the ash in here. You have this ash blonde right in here. I want to make sure y'all can see that. And then she has the platinum all throughout. That's blonde highlights. And then she's got this medium brown root. And hers is more medium brown than this. This is a darker root. You may see a few little hairs coming off of her, because what I'm going to talk to you about is how I made her my own. I've learned a lot here recently, guys, and I'm going to share with y'all what I've been doing. You know, the key to a wig is making it your own. It is very important. And so before I ever, now this, you can literally throw on your head out of the box, run your 10 little fingers through, and you're ready to go. You know, little water, I throw on some Kenra hairspray and I'm done. Now I have to wash mine pretty regularly because, you know, I do put product in it. But what I have found is it's more than just putting it on, wearing it, messing with it, getting it where you want it. But that's very important. But you have to be open to other interventions. And I have gotten into them. I've been watching, and it's something I would maybe tell y'all to do, is watch Rachel's Wig Reform. She really gets in there and she changes up. She changes the wig as far as she features their best features. She brings them down in density when they need to be down. Look at that. Isn't that the cutest little back? It's only I think a 2-inch nape. She's really cute. She's a little asymmetrical. She's fun to wear. But I used thinning shears on her, and I used regular shears on her. So that's kind of scary when you get into that. But that's what I've gotten into, and I think I'm making the wigs more my own, and that's the way to wear them. Now I'll tell you, let me give you her spec. She's 2.4 ounces. The collection is just Henry Margu wigs. Her bangs are 7.5, and they're 7.5. Ear tabs, right over the ear tabs, 6. You can see that's pretty long. Nape is 2. It is a short nape. I like a short nape. Top, 4.5. So I don't know if they're meaning that for the crown. Sides, 3.5. And I will tell you, there's so many layers in here. There's all kinds of numbers in here, all kinds of measurements. Back is from 2 to 6 inches. Overall length is 8.5, and I think that'd be up in the front, what they're talking about. But what I'm going to do, when I first originally got her, when I put her on, she was almost like, she was a little hat for me. She was a little too thick. I wore her out one evening, and I just felt like, no, I need to work on her. So I've done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to come back with her on, and we're going to talk about what I did. All right, hold on. Well, hold on. Well, I'm going to have to push the button. Hey there, I'm back. Hey, y'all. Okay, so I've got Naomi on. I wanted to say I purchased her, Henry Margu. I purchased her from Wig Studio 1. So I'll put that link down in the box below for y'all to click on. I don't have anything that I offer yet, but I'm going to try, like discounts, I'm going to try to work with Wig Studio or Henry Margu, perhaps to get that in there for y'all. Okay, so here she is. 10, 6, 13 GR light ash blonde with platinum highlights, medium brown roots. All right, so when I first put her on, she really had a lot of hair, and she still does, but it's like, it's manageable now. Like when I put her on, putting her behind the ear was going to be difficult, and that's part of, I wanted that asymmetrical, you know, kind of wild over here and pulled back over here. There was a look I was going for. So I went through her and did a lot of trimming up. Now she was heavy in here, and I went in with my thinning shears. Now, you know, everybody, like when you see somebody, they clamp down and pull completely out, don't do that. I do little pulses. I'll show you a couple because this is still thick. Little pulses. See that? And then I just take my John Renault comb. Of course, you're going to get hair everywhere. All right? I'm going to tell you, you're going to get hair everywhere. But you need to pick it up. Don't run your vacuum cleaner over it, because now this is just the amount I've gotten out of 2 wigs. I've got others that I've done wig reform on, and this is not mostly this one. It was another one. It had so much hair. So it's really easy to get a lot of hair out of these if they come in too dense. So it makes this just a little bit more wispy, and you got little short ones coming out. And you have to be careful with this one. This is full of permatease. That's the structure it's built on to give it that look that these can hang off of, these little curls that are like unkempt. So this is full of permatease, so you can't get the hair too thin or you're going to see the permatease. But I went in here, I made this more wispy, and you can see she, even just that much, she looks a little bit better. She's not so thick. This over here was huge, which I wanted big over here. I'm not going for little, but I didn't want to be like a mound. So I went in there, and it still has a little bit that I could probably cut. But like I said, this has permatease, and you don't want that standing out. And then I just take my comb, run it through. You see it makes it just a little bit more wispy, which that's what you want to do. Now where I hit it also, this fringe was very heavy, and I probably should hit it some more. I'll tell you, it's very scary to go and do the fringe because, you know, well, I'm right at the moment, I may ruin my new wig, you know. So, and I have already taken a lot out of her, and I'll probably take more and I'll be scared the whole time, but I'll probably take more. And like I said, I've been getting these tips off of YouTube. Go on those tips. Look up Rachel's wig reform. I'm really impressed with how she gets hers not looking so wiggy. Also, another thing my husband points out, you have to, it's the part, honey, that gives you away. So I've been, really, I wet this and I used a little bit of a blow dryer in there and stretch it out. Rachel shows you how to pluck it, and actually, which I may get in there and pluck that and make that wider. I also have one of those pencils, one of those Denny pencils. And my grandson just helped me reorganize my makeup, so I may not be able to find it real quick. But I also have one of those Denny wig pencils that is basically chalk, and I'll go down the part and chalk it up so it looks even closer. But then I'll take it around. I'll show you the back. Okay, you can see her here. I mean, I really put I was aggressive on bringing this down. And it's scary, but little pulses, do it a little bit at a time. If that's not the thinning shears, these are the thinning shears. So use those. This I've used on another wig that I'll tell you. I've learned about how to do the point cut, kind of do it angled, and so I'm not so afraid to put like a little bang in wigs. Some of them, they're too heavy in the front. You need to do something with them, but not every one. So let me show you the side. Is that dirty? It probably is. There she is. Look at her side. Now, I make her nape go over like that. You don't have to do that, but I do. I make her nape go across. I like to keep the little tendrils out here. And this is like, there's the cap. This is not thick back here. There's the nape. And then I just do a little bit so it just wraps around my ear on the left-hand side. Let me take you over here. I need to remember to sit on my stool that turns. And this was the look I was going for. I mean, you know, you get a specific look in your mind. And I've been very happy with her. So, this is Naomi. Let's see, what have I missed? Overall, this just makes your wig your own. Not only, you've got to put them on and you've got to work with them to make sure they go to you, and you know you're trying to reduce that. Hey, you don't want them to pick out of a crowd and say, okay, that's a wig. I want it to be where I'm standing right in front of them and they're clueless I'm wearing a wig. Now, if people want to talk about wigs, or if they want to ask me if it's a wig, I'll talk about wigs to them. I'm not ashamed at all. You know, I dreamed the other night that my hair grew back glorious, and I was mad because I wasn't going to be able to wear wigs. I maybe already told y'all that. Anyway, just a little bit more designing. There is an art to this. Look up Rachel Wigs Reform. Another thing I want to tell y'all I'm doing, of those that know me locally, and I think there's quite a few of y'all, if you want to reach out to me via Facebook on direct messenger, I'm consulting with those who want help on their first wig purchase, what would be the right one, how to read the specs, knowing ones to avoid and knowing ones to pick. So I have been doing that with a few of my lady friends, and I'm offering that. If you just direct message me, we'll talk about what you really are wanting and what you're needing, and I'll walk you through it. I have you to my home, and we'll just try on wigs and look at new ones and help you plan. So, all right, well, I think that's it. I want to thank y'all for letting me back in your home again. It's Gigi from GiGi's Wig Wall. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll be talking to you guys later. All right, bye-bye. See if this thing works.